What is the value of hope when it comes to starting a business? I think we all undervalue hope and how much human beings need hope. And I believe that's one of the biggest problems that we have in businesses today. And I believe that's one of the reasons why, aside from financial, one of the reasons why we have a 96% failure rate in business. There was a study, and that was about to show a video of, mice treading water trying to survive, but it's a horrific sight, and I didn't want to do that to you. But I think we're going to learn a lot from that study. And it was basically a study of, putting mice in water and seeing how long they can tread water for. And most lasted 5 minutes. But after the mouse started to sink, a hand would come in and pull him out of the water and let him rest, then put him back in the water. So what can we learn from this? The mouse that actually drowned lasted for 5 minutes. But once the mice knew, all they had to do was survive long enough for the hand to come out and rescue them. Now the mice last for 3 days, right? So I believe that's the value of hope. So how can we learn from that? If you're starting a business and you're doing it alone, you're the mouse that's going to last for 5 minutes. If you surround yourself with an advisory group, a CEO club, a mastermind group, great advisors, management consultants like myself, if you surround yourself with an expert team, you are the mouse that lasted more than 3 days. And chances are you're going to survive the 96% failure rate. Okay, so think about that for a second. What is the value of a $400,000 mistake that you didn't make, right? What is the value of that? Well, first of all, you didn't lose $400,000. You didn't lose credibility. You didn't lose confidence. And you didn't lose time, which is the most valuable resource, right? So most people say, we need to fail in order to learn. What if you could learn from other people's successes and failures? Isn't that what a CEO club does? Isn't that what a mastermind group does? Isn't that what, an advisory group of other people in different industries who have, been up and down your path, hundreds of times, is now what they are doing. I usually ask a question, for business owners that have been around for a while, can we agree that you know more about your business today than you did, 5 years ago? And they say, yeah, of course, I'm learning every day, right? So using that logic, is it possible, is it conceivable that 5 years from now, you're going to know more than today? Yes, of course. Well, and extending that further, what about 20 years from today? Are you going to know more than you know today? And they say, yeah, absolutely. Then I say, well, what if you could take all the knowledge you're going to learn over the next 20 years or even 40 years and apply that to your business today? How would that change your business? And, you get the white blank look on the face, but really that's what you're doing. Because everything we know about businesses today, right, on the business side of the business, I'm not talking about the product side of the business. On the product side, same thing. We do efficiency studies. We take numbers from other industries and we apply it to to whatever industry you're in. You'd be surprised what you can learn from the funeral industry for the past 30 years and to apply it to your business. How would that change your business? But learning, this trial and error and, the learning curve, you could be on the 5-year, 40-year learning curve. And most business owners are on the 40-year learning curve. In other words, they're taking 40 years to learn something that someone can teach you in 30 days. But they're taking 40 years or 20 years to learn it, right? So why don't we just surround ourselves with great advisors, other people who are already achieved the success that we want? The greatest form of flattery is copy someone. So flatter them and just copy them. Figure out what they've done. Ask them, would you help me? Right? And you'd be surprised what kind of help you can get just by asking. But human beings, we are egocentric type people, right? We don't ask for help. We would rather suffer in silence for 40 years than ask someone for help. And to me, that is a shame. Because if you can save yourself 40 years of heartache, if you can design your business to work for you instead of you being a slave to your business, why would you not want to do that? I don't get it. And these are some of the topics that we continually talk about on 10X Networking live on TikTok every day at 12 noon Eastern time. Come prepared, ask your questions, be vulnerable. Nobody likes a know-it-all, right? Ask questions. Be vulnerable. Surround yourself with great people, and you'd be surprised how fast you can get your business to 5 million, 10 million, $20 million just by asking the right questions, just by not making the mistakes that everyone else does, right? Be vulnerable, start asking questions. You'd be surprised how fast you can get to $20 million. We'll see you later on today at 12 noon Eastern time. Take care.